Forget the usual suggestions. Today I'm going to share some cultural experiences about Kyoto that most travelers miss. Plus, I'll include some tips for different budgets as well as travel styles. Stay tuned. Welcome back to another episode of Enjoying the Journey. And today we will visit Kyoto, Japan. Throughout this video, I'll be sharing some of my insider tips that I learned while I was there to really help you have a great stay. Your adventure will likely begin at Kyoto train station, and this place is a destination within itself. It has plenty of shops and restaurants, but for your first insider tip, skip the regular ticket machines and lines because they're going to be way too crowded, and head over to the Shinkansen or the bullet train counter. You'll be able to buy those same tickets and passes. It'll just be a shorter line. And also at 6 p.m. there's a free nightly light show that happens on this massive staircase right there at the train station. Kyoto has distinct neighborhoods with their own character, but for the purpose of this video, we're going to focus on central areas looking at three different things: cultural immersion, shopping, and nightlife. Now, I'll do my best to pronounce the name of these areas and other places in Japanese as best as I can, but please look at the bottom of the screen because I'll put the actual wording down there. For a cultural immersion, the district of Arashiyama is really known for its temples and shrines. Now they have a lot of narrow alleys, traditional wooden houses, tea houses where you can go, and it kind of feels like you step back in time. So I would definitely recommend that neighborhood to explore. If you want to do a bit of shopping while in Kyoto, you want to head downtown. Downtown is Kyoto's modern heart with department stores, boutiques, and restaurants. The Shijo district includes the nearby Nishiki Market, but more on that later. As you can see here, they have multiple shops. They even have different eateries that you can go in. I went into a place that was just all about donuts, and they had so many different flavors. They also have places where you can go and find some really unique souvenirs, so it's definitely a place you want to check out. For nightlife, you want to head over to the Gion district, which is most famous for being the geisha district. There's a narrow alley called the Ponchicho, and this runs alongside the Kamo River. Now, an insider tip here is during the summer, a lot of these traditional restaurants build like this wooden platform, and you can actually dine out there. It is the quintessential Kyoto experience during the summer, so don't miss that. So just like neighborhoods, Kyoto has several accommodation options, but I wanted to give you some recommendations based on how you like to travel. So the first one would be the Ritz-Carlton. So the Ritz-Carlton Kyoto blends Japanese and Western five-star amenities very well. It's located right on Kamo River, and the prices start somewhere around $600 a night. Of course, this depends on the time of year that you're going to be visiting, but it's a beautiful hotel and somewhere you may want to check out. The second option I will talk about is the one that I did, and I kind of like to think of it as the value option. I stayed at the DoubleTree by Hilton Kyoto Station. It's a really short walk from the train station, and the rates are usually somewhere between 150 to 250 a night. We didn't pay anything because we had some Hilton points that we wanted to use up. I have a review about this hotel. It was clean, it was comfortable, the staff was very professional. The one thing that I didn't like was the way that the room was set up. I thought that they just didn't take advantage of the space because we all know that hotel rooms in Japan can be quite small. This one was large for two people. We didn't have a great view, but it was totally okay with us because we spent a lot of our time out. But I'll leave a link in the description box so you can see that review of the DoubleTree by Hilton Kyoto Station. And the third option I look at as more budget friendly is the Satutsa Fraser Inn. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. The rooms there are about 80 bucks a night, and it's located close to Kyoto train station as well. The only thing here is the rooms are pretty compact, so make sure that you keep that in mind when you're booking the hotel. But look at all three options to see which one fits your travel style. Now let's kind of switch gears and let's look at some classic attractions that I think are definitely worth your time. And one of those attractions that I went to was the bamboo forest. We decided to go there when everyone else was heading back to their hotels to get ready for dinner. It was around 5 p.m. and we really enjoyed just that atmosphere. At that particular time, it was like the sun was coming through the bamboo trees at just the right light. It was just really, really magical. The insider tip that I would give you is most visitors only walk on the main path, but kind of branch off on some of those trails for stunning bamboo views. And they also have different little shrines that you can go in and kind of have a look around and enjoy. And believe it or not, Japanese people actually come here and they do prayers. So it is an active place where people come and pray. Another classic attraction in Kyoto is the Fushimi Inari Shrine. You definitely don't want to miss this one as well. It's famous for its thousand torii gates that wind up the sacred Mount Inari. This shrine is dedicated to the Shinto god of rice and business. The complete trail takes about 2 to 3 hours to hike, but even walking the initial dense corridor of gates offers an unforgettable experience. Now, my insider tip here is for those with limited mobility, the densest and most impressive section of the gates is right at the beginning of the trail and is relatively flat and accessible. But again, I would try coming either super early in the morning or if you're anything like me, coming after 5 p.m. The soft lights add to the ambiance and there will be less people. You'll have better chances for photo ops and more of a relaxed visit to the shrine because again, it is one of the most photographed and tourist spots that you will find in Kyoto, but it's definitely worth you going there. Now let's cover a subject that if you are a fan of this channel, you know is very close to my heart, and that is food. I love to discover a culture through its food, and while in Kyoto, I had to go to the Nishiki Market. The Nishiki Market is known as Kyoto's kitchen. It's a 400-year-old covered shopping street that stretches for about 5 blocks, and it features over 100 shops and food stalls. Now here you'll find everything from fresh seafood to seasonal pickles to Kyoto specialties like tofu skin and souvenirs. Now, the insider tip I have for you here is while most people are just kind of browsing and taking pictures, Nishiki Market is actually an eating destination. So you want to look for shops that have small counters at the back. They serve some really good seafood and local specialties. So you can try things out like an octopus stuffed with quail egg or grilled eel. That's something that I did. I hadn't tried it before. And you know, I'm one of those people that believe you won't know until you try it. I tried it. I didn't care so much for it. It was a bit too salty for me, but maybe it'll be something that you want to give a shot at. Now, another market that you can try out is the Toji Temple Market. It's open every month on the 21st, and this is the largest flea market in Kyoto. Now, here's the insider tip for this market. You've got to get there early. If you're looking for some unique souvenirs or Japanese antiques, a lot of these folks start arriving around 4:30, 5 a.m. because they are serious about these Japanese antiques. So if that's something that's of interest to you and you're there on the 21st of the month, this market may be something you want to check out. Let's go beyond the standard activities that you hear about in Kyoto and dive deeper into some cultural immersions that few visitors have ever even heard about. The first deep immersive cultural experience I want to talk about is Zen meditation and calligraphy at the Tazen Temple. Now this is actually a 2-part series. So the first begin with a meditation that's led by monks in an actual temple setting. So this is not some tourist setting. And they really focus on your breathing as well as your posture. And then after that, you do this calligraphy class where they really focus on helping you make these characters, and the focus is actually kind of like a meditative state within itself. So if that's of interest to you, that's something you want to book. Now, the insider tip here is most people only book a 1 hour session, but if you want, you can ask to be able to be with the monks early that morning for their prayer sessions, and that will kind of extend this experience for you. So definitely ask a bit of questions when you're looking at booking this experience at the Tazen Temple. But if you really want a truly immersive experience, I would recommend that you consider a temple stay on Mount Karma. Here you can actually stay overnight and get up super early in the morning to join the monks as they go for prayer. You can attend some of the meditation sessions that they have and even enjoy a traditional vegetarian meal. So that's another option for you here in Kyoto. So before we end this video, I told you that I would give you some general tips. So first tip is to purchase a Kyoto bus or subway pass for unlimited travel. Please, whatever you do, wear super comfortable shoes because Kyoto is a very walkable city and you'll be able to experience a lot of things if you walk. You want to look at traveling in shoulder season. It can be a little bit cooler with less crowds. The weather sometimes is a hit or miss, so that's something that you want to think about. Number 4, try to learn a few Japanese phrases. You would be surprised of the smile that comes on the faces of the people in these establishments when you just give a little bit of effort. And speaking of the establishments, make sure that you carry a little bit of cash because a lot of the small establishments don't accept cards. But more than anything, have fun and do Kyoto your way. So whether you're taking a calligraphy class or you're strolling through the bamboo forest or you're trying to figure out if you want to be able to pay the money to have your name on that torii gate, enjoy Kyoto. It is a beautiful city that seamlessly blends the ancient traditions of Japanese culture with modern things that are happening every day. I just love this country, this particular city. If you have any comments or questions, please leave those down in the comments and I will respond to you. So don't forget to subscribe for more videos. The next video will be about our train ride from Kyoto to Tokyo. And here I really wanted you to enjoy the Japanese countryside. And let's see if we are able to view Mount Fuji because you know sometimes Mount Fuji does troll you with the clouds. So you have to subscribe to stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.